Hello.
It's me, Killian Sheridan, and welcome to the Sheriff Show with Lewis Capaldi. Unfortunately, he's still touring, so really hope that wraps up soon, to be honest, because getting beyond the joke now. But I'll still keep going with it. Today I've got, as always, Darren here with me, and this week's guest is comedian Mark Black.
Oh, how we doing?
Yeah,
brother.
I kind of said that as if there was a question mark at the end of it. Comedian Mark Black. Here to promote Candy Apple Man.
Aye, it's going well. Candy Apple Man, have you heard it?
Yes, I have.
Did you like it?
It was quite catchy, aye.
That's what people have said. It was an earworm.
I was listening to it yesterday before I came down, and it literally was in my head for like about an hour or two afterwards.
And it's nonsense. The lyrics are nonsense.
Available on all musical platforms.
Yes, Candy Apple Man. Did you just have a Candy Apple Man growing up? Do you remember that?
No.
We're the guy that sold candy apples, whelks, which are like, do you know what a whelk is? A whelk, it's spelled. Like a shell, what is it, Paul?
It's a sea thing, yeah.
Yeah. And he used to sell that, mussels and candy apples as like a 3. It's like the worst combination in history.
The only reason I know that is from Top Boy.
Oh, right, okay.
He goes down to the beach or they buy a big bag of Wilkes, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Did you grow up in the 30s?
Did you not have somebody come in your scheme and sell anything like a rag and bone man?
Aye.
But no fucking Wilkes.
So I touched on yesterday. So this is kind of a take two. We've got, me and Mark yesterday got all the kind of nervous first time meeting each other out of the way. So I was kind of playing a long term. I was saying to him that's how professional it is here, that one podcast takes 2 days. I like to do a formal greet and get to know the guest before we come on. So
that whole thing was planned yesterday.
Yeah.
You want to tell the listeners what happened?
Just an admin mix-up, really, wasn't it? It was. I thought yesterday was today, pretty much, and I've peeked my head in the door. So that's a strange guest for Darren to have on, because you were supposed to be recording, and quickly just turned around, and it was at that point I was like, I'm just going to check my phone here. Look at my phone. I see the thing saying Wednesday, not Tuesday as I've showed up. And then I look up and I see Mark walking towards me, and I just think, oh no, I can't believe I've done this. But we're here anyway. We're here now. And actually today I was telling Jodie, she was like, was telling her about obviously the mix up. And she goes, oh, and did Mark get the wrong date as well? And I was like, yeah, because I gave him the date. He was actually on time. He was early, got the right date. It was just I gave him the wrong date. So, it's probably a good indication of the organisation going on here. On my end, nothing to do with Paul in the green room.
Yeah.
Shout out Adele for the intro. That's a big thing here. A lot of shout outs.
Yeah.
So shout out anyone you want to shout out, just midway through, shout out.
No problem.
James English,
aye. How doing, brother? And do you want to shout out?
Shout out scratch cards. That's
The drugs.
Dopamine hits. I've not felt one of them in a while. Yous better not be, because we're mates, and then yous met yesterday. You better not be replacing me.
yesterday. What? Oh yeah. So I had you. Yeah, it was with you Monday, you Tuesday. All together today.
Yeah. Tension. I can feel it.
Yeah.
No, we had good convo in the pub, didn't we?
No, yesterday was good.
I told them 2 seconds in, I'm telling them about my drug problems. A bit so intense.
An athlete that's I used to be a junkie, right?
A millimetre away from his face.
Completely different world to me, and I was like,
Yeah.
Trying to
I was feeling like
trying to relate to it.
I'm like, should you not get on it, mate? And he's like, no, mate, I have to train.
Aye. What do you mean you've no wrapped speed up in a skin?
Aye.
I'm just laughing there as if I know what you're talking about.
Aye.
A question we ask all our guests, all two of our guests. Where'd you get your hairstyle from?
You start.
No, you go first. You're the guest.
Hairstyle, I'm going for the Tyson Fury. Hence why I make a joke about looking like him. Tyson Fury. Aye. Just imitating.
Tyson Fury must be a dream to imitate.
Well, my pal Jack, you know Jack Trainer, ginger guy, he was doing an impression of him the other day and I was asking.
Shout out Jack Trainer.
And he was going like this, what was he going to do?
If you want to chat shit, I'll put you on your back like I did Deontay Wilder, you fat ginger dosser.
That's a good one.
And I just imitated what Jack sent me in a voice note. I was like, that's fucking class.
Him and the father as well.
Huh?
Big John Fury.
Oh, he's got like a deeper, more gravelly Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
So where did you get your hair for down?
I also noticed you've got an earring as well, by the way.
Aye, I'm like a gay pirate.
You suit it.
Think so?
Aye.
See, I always think, when you're going bald, you've got to...
I can't see it from here.
Aye, yeah.
Ah, okay, nice.
You've got to have you've got to have embellishments. You know what I mean?
Aye.
To detract from this. So that's why I wear a turtleneck and a earring, so nobody looks there. No, I'm joking. Anyway, look at that fucking mane he's got.
I know, I got a feeling that you're kind of peacocking there, mate. Where did you two get your hair?
Not with my fucking patchy. I've come out in a rash today. I'm sure should be pretty visible on camera.
But you don't get a lot of bald football players, do you notice that? Am I talking shit?
Aye.
So yeah, there's
Is there?
About 20 names just popped
You don't get a lot of bald junkies. Where have you ever seen a bald junkie?
That's true.
Or drug addict, sorry.
Yeah.
drug user is the term.
Drug user, sorry. Aye.
Yeah. Oh, here I got my eyebrows threaded. Remember?
Nice.
You got your eyebrows threaded. I'm copying you.
Well, I'd say you were the original.
I'm quite
King
similar.
Threader.
Quite similar to you, mate. You know how you get your ears pierced to kind of distract people? I get the same with the eyebrows. If I never had my eyebrows, I'd be fucked.
You have got good eyebrows.
Cheers.
You
But
get
that's
good
all I've
eyebrows,
got. That's all I've got.
I was going to give just a little injury update on myself. Sorry to take things back to me
Sorry.
for a minute.
It's your podcast. I'm sorry, mate. We're gibbering shit.
I was saying to him yesterday that when I had James on, so before I was saying like when I bring people on, I didn't want it to be like when I go on podcasts and I'm just end up answering questions about my career, the same things. And then when James came on, I couldn't have asked the most basic question that you'd ask to like a comedian. How'd you get into comedy?
Yeah.
It wasn't until a day or two afterwards I was like, fuck, I can't believe I asked that. That was rubbish.
I know. And sometimes there's an interesting answer, but for people that want to get into comedy, innit?
Aye.
No, because I genuinely believe a lot of people have no idea how the fuck you get. See, like, especially if you come from like a pure working class background and you've no idea how do I get my foot in the door?
But I just feel that's a question like you could ask to anybody in any career.
Yeah, it's true.
How'd you get into that?
You must.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's like taxi driver pattern, isn't it? Like,
You must hate it, eh? There must be some trigger questions for you, like, I don't know.
Not so much on podcasts, it's not so much. Like if it's over, say like 45 minutes or an hour where I'm chatting to someone, it's okay. But if it's the questions after games, the questions after games are ones you're given to press and stuff like midweek. They're the worst. They're the ones when they ask me a question, I always feel like just saying, what do you think my answer is going to be here? And I'm pretty sure it's going to be very close to what you think I'm going to say.
Yeah.
It's always the same stuff, I find.
What were you going to say about your injury?
I was just going to thank everyone for all the well wishes and messages I received.
What does it say on it? Smelly.
Smelly, and then at the bottom it says Fanny. Completely separate to each other, not together saying a smelly Fanny. It's
For people that's listening right now, what actually happened?
oh yeah, sorry. So I keep forgetting for the audio listeners. So I've done my right Achilles, ruptured my right Achilles tendon. Last year, people who will know me will maybe know that I done my left Achilles last season. So I'm looking at it positively that by the time I'm fully recovered, I'll be 34 with 2 brand new Achilles. So most other 33, 34-year-olds who haven't had Achilles surgeries, their Achilles are going to be old and weak. But I'm going to be fresh on the market with 2 brand new Achilles. So just self-promotion. So yeah, thanks everyone for the messages and appreciate it. All the offers of help as well, which I'd always love to. It's just it's a token gesture really when people are like, anything I can do to help out, let me know. It could be funny to call their bluff, phone them up and be like, I need to go get to the train station or go to the supermarket and I'm in Perth. Okay, I can call it. I can call you a taxi or something and sort it out. No, I know I could do that myself. Can you give me a lift? I'm in Dundee. You said if I needed anything, don't hesitate.
Start talking about life insurance and all that.
I'm calling it in now. So yeah, thanks everyone. And then I was going to go into a few the whole procedure of going in, all the repeated questionnaires every time. Don't know, have either of you had like surgery where you go in, spend the night, or like go under general anesthetic or anything?
Never.
Not since I've been an adult. I don't know why I was stuttering there. No. Basically, I just should have said no.
No, I had that. What's that growing disease thing?
What?
That wasn't even a.
Growing? I don't think that's a
I was
disease.
good splatters. That's not even a disease. That's the only time I've had anything done to my leg.
You've basically just said anyone that's a little bit on the short side, it's a disease.
Aye. Messy. No, so that's the answer's no.
Yeah, no. So going into the hospital and like when you're in there overnight and before you go in under general anesthetic, the amount of questions, it's all like, it's obviously going through if you're allergic to anything, if you're on medication, if you've got, I kept asking about your teeth, if you have any loose teeth or anything, crowns, and it's literally every time a nurse or a doctor comes over to speak to you, it's the same 10 questions every time, like fucking a security thing. Like it's every time they want to talk to you, you have to say, okay, your date of birth and postcode. Like fucking lying right in front of you in pain, just get on with it, it's me. And there was a guy, I could overhear a guy beside me, and I don't know if this is as weird as I think it is, but the doctor was going through the questions and then it comes to, do you have any allergies? And the guy goes, yeah, cats. I don't think that's the kind of allergies that he's looking for in a hospital.
There's a cat on the surgical table beside the knife.
Oh shit, we're going to have to change the surgeon.
Meow meow. Get the dog in. So you went under?
Under, yeah.
Yeah. How long were you out for? Do you know?
It's a nice feeling waking up.
Where is your Achilles? Can you point it to me? I've done that. I don't even know.
Your Achilles is
Exactly.
here.
That bit there?
Yeah, back bit, basically just above your heel.
Right, aye.
And it's the biggest tendon in your body, which is why it's such a long
So
recovery.
that's why it's so far up your leg. Does it
So
go all the way up?
see the little bulge out there?
Aye.
That's right there. That's where they've done it. For audio listeners, I was pointing out where it was.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think that's why it takes so long to heal itself, because it's such a big, chunky tendon.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all the
Speedy recovery.
anatomy done for today. I tried to be a hero yesterday, so I learned from yesterday for today, and walk up to the train station in Perth, which is like, it's about a 10-15 minute walk. It's like, it's only on crutches, it's 10-15 minutes, how hard can it be? And Jodie the whole time was like, just get a taxi. She wasn't there, she was down in Glasgow. Just get a taxi. So I said, yeah, no, I will. I'd never intended on getting a taxi. I was like, do the hero thing and walk up. Regretted it. Got to the train, sweating. Had to take my jumper off, and still like, and because I'm in shorts as well, had the proper Glasgow look, shorts and a t-shirt in fucking 5-degree weather. So yeah, I learned, don't try and be the hero, basically, and that's why it's got dropped off today.
Did anybody try and help you?
No.
What, the Glaswegians didn't try and help you?
No, this was in Perth.
On Perth.
Different culture up there.
See, that's the thing. Everybody says Glasgow's friendly, but is it?
I don't think so.
There's a lot of fucking annoying cunts in this city.
Well, there's in Glasgow you can get two very different. It's all about tone.
Yes.
Like in Glasgow, you can get, "You all right?" Or "You all right?" Like,
Aye.
a lot of it is how the tone is.
Yeah.
"You all right?" "Yeah, you all right?"
Love pal was telling me funny. See, like they say that in Glasgow, you go in transport, I can just get chatting to anybody. Do you know what I mean? Chat to somebody's granny. Though, that they said they saw two old guys that having a pure jovial conversation in front of the bus, and he was sitting at the back like, "Oh, that's beautiful, man. Just two old guys, old pals or something, meeting after a few years, meeting each other on the bus, chatting away." And then he just saw they lifted 2 bottles of Buckfast, and he realised they were fucking steaming. And then he zoned into what they were saying. They're just like, so that's what I mean. It's like
Buckfast, bringing people together.
Glasgow's like that, but innit, it's like, on one hand it is great. I love being Glaswegian, and I'm very proud of being Glaswegian. And on the other hand, I'm like, I can't stand. I can't stand being here. Don't know if you can relate to that.
I can relate to it.
As a foreigner, I would say it's a very friendly city.
Yeah.
Friendly people.
It is.
Also, I know that this might be a Scottish thing, but like, because you live in Scotland and you've played here for years, like, I know that I've got people, like my gran would be like, "Who's that Killian? The Scottish boy Sheridan that plays for Dundee?" I'm like, "He's Irish. He's lived here for 10 years. He's Scottish." I'm like, "No, he's not. He's Irish." "Nah, he's one of us." I'm like, "All right."
I'll take that as long as she said Killian at the start.
No.
Not Cillian. I get Cillian.
Well,
In the Uber, I just got Cillian on from the app. I could hear from the driver's phone, "You've arrived at Cillian's destination."
But see the guy in what's that show called? What's the Murphy guy called? Is his
Peaky
pronounced Killian
Blinders
as well?
His is Cillian Murphy, yeah.
But it's always pronounced Killian if it's Irish.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see it anywhere else with that name. I see
It's just
Killian
it's just
spelled
the
with a
C.
K though.
The C
Aye.
throws everyone. Like in Ireland, no one would ever call me Cillian.
Mm-hmm.
Just here. I presume it's, I don't know, Celtic, C in Celtic.
Yeah.
Aye.
Everybody's dyslexic here as well.
That's obviously true.
Probably would. I wouldn't say everyone, but any dyslexic person I know has been in Glasgow.
Aye. Anybody that's saying Cillian is dyslexic.
There's a thing with like my wee brother did a video about it. It's talking about middle-aged Glaswegian guys, how they just pronounce stuff differently. Like they'll say, what does it say, like restaurant and hotel, cocaine for cocaine. Cocaine.
What was yours? Paul was saying that ages ago you had something that annoyed him.
Oh, film.
Fulham. Aye. I've heard that a lot.
Fulham.
Superb. Medium. Bartos, he does that on TikTok. Medium. You just have this problem in Ireland?
I'm sure we do. I'm terrible at tenses. I'll always say the wrong tenses.
Mm-hmm.
Seen and saw, I'm a bad one for that.
And our one is jump, innit? The past tense of jump. Jump. I think that's actually not in the dictionary. It's jumped, obviously, but it's
Jumped.
But I think that people, it's been used so much that it's accepted. That's just me.
In the Urban Dictionary.
Aye, the Urban Dictionary.
I'll give you, I suppose I'll go into a little bit of football chat.
Okay.
And I have 3 issues this week to discuss or to vent on. Yeah. First one is about VAR in Scotland, which I knew would have caused carnage when it came in anyway. I actually probably thought it would have been worse than what it is. It only until there's like until a Celtic Rangers game is decided by a VAR decision, will it like blow up?
Yeah.
But other than that, I think it's been, apart from handballs, which are mental, some of the decisions, I think most of red cards and stuff, I think they've got most of those right. I just think the handballs, they've been all over the place.
I still don't understand the handball. Like, I don't understand if...
I don't as a player.
Is it, if your body is... If it's an unnatural shape, what is the actual written down rule? What is written down in the rules for handball? Like, if the ball hits your arm in the penalty area and you're standing like that, then that's a penalty. Like,
I honestly don't know. I don't know what the rules are.
That's a fundamental problem, isn't it? If you don't fucking know.
Like, no one came in at the start of the season and from the referees to be like, this is I think normally does happen. It's happened to me abroad anyway. And they'll come in and explain any new rules or changes to current rules. And they'll be like, this is the interpretation of it. This is a penalty. This is not, blah, blah, blah. But that didn't happen this year. So no one really knows what the actual handball rules are. It's mental.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the first one?
That was the first one. You ready? You seem pretty keen to move on to the second one. Second one is, I found how to fix the head injury protocol. Because I feel like, now if a player goes down holding their head with a head injury, the referee has to stop the game.
Yeah.
And I think that players now are taking advantage of that and know if there's a scramble in the box from a corner, they go down, hold their heads, the referee has to stop the game. So any danger in the box can be got rid of.
Yeah.
Or even to waste time, like later on in the game, they go down, hold their head, referee has to stop the game. So they should just do it like rugby and let the doctor just run on while the game's going on. Instead of the referee having to stop the game and go back for the player, just let it go. Doctor runs on, checks the player. I think it would stop people doing it when they know that the game's not going to stop.
So imagine a doctor and when there's a scramble in the box, there's just a doctor in the middle of it trying to do CPR.
Jumping in, remember the video of Jimmy Bullard jumping over, frog leaping over the big melee of players? You just see a doctor coming in and doing that.
See, if you were playing football and you wanted to say, wear a hat.
Yeah.
I'm asking for Mark.
You could, but you would probably need to have had your head smashed a la Peter Cech. So I don't know if the payoff is really...
What's with the mask thing? What's that all about? Why do people wear a mask? Is it just to protect their...
The masks are, I think, if someone's had a fractured nose or eye socket or
Aye.
something, or
If you look like fucking Mankind,
Um,
WWE.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah.
And then just there's obviously been a company that makes the carbon ones, because I think before you couldn't wear something protective that would be allowed to play in, but then for some reason carbon is allowed, which is a pretty strong metal. Yeah.
I'm not too sure.
Have you ever had a serious head injury?
No, never
No.
been concussed.
No.
Imagine if he's no Irish. So that was a head injury joke. Sorry. Like you bumped
missed
your
that.
head and you think you're Irish. I'm sorry.
Keep that in. Keep that in.
Yeah, staying in.
And finally, this is I don't understand this, and I don't know why I never thought about it before, is see when a player gets cup tied, sign a player who's played in a cup competition and then they played for a previous team earlier rounds and now they can't play. I just don't see the point in why that's a rule. And it's not a rule in why is it not a rule in the league? It's only in cups. It's weird. That's just me. I put that on
weird.
Twitter and I didn't get any reaction to it at all either.
It's just there's not really a response to it, is it? It's just that it shouldn't be that way, and it is. What can you
I
do?
think if there's no response, it means it was a good point.
Yeah, I think
That's
so.
how I'll take that as.
Yeah.
That's a good point. It's just there's only one solution. That's the thing.
Yeah. Just get rid of it.
Yes.
Fuck it off. Save the admin. Don't know if you noticed the merch.
No, I noticed that yesterday. I was very nice.
You won't have noticed it's a 1 of 1 because it's got I never realized until my friend Jamie, shout out Jamie, he pointed out that there's a spelling error. I've got 2 H's in it
Oh, fuck that.
after or 2 H's or 2
Sheriff.
S's.
The
2
sheriff.
H's, yeah.
You're slagging us for being dyslexic, huh?
No, fuck.
So have you been in contact with Lewis?
It's because I've been in Glasgow too long. That's why.
Aye, you've caught
I see it was
dyslexia.
an Irish person that pointed it out.
Have you been in contact with Lewis?
Contact. I mean, define contact.
You
There hasn't been
banging on his window at 12
there hasn't been a
at night.
reply.
Yeah.
I might actually I think for the next one I'm going to put up a photo with him from like it's an old photo, and that'll probably end up as
Have you got a photo with him?
people. So people will think, oh, it's
It's
happening.
Yeah.
get the numbers right up.
We could find out where he lives. Not in a sinister way, but we could go and chap his door. He seems like he'd be alright with that.
Yeah. The way you said it sounded pretty sinister.
Or just leave him a jumper at the door.
This jumper, I don't think I'll make another one of it.
Yeah.
It's plus it's heavy as well. This is probably the reason I was
Sweating.
sweating yesterday so much.
You could maybe make me one. It's alright.
I will, yeah.
I would like one as
You
well,
want one?
as I guess.
Well,
I would-
that was the plan in doing them, was to have them and then I'd give one to guests. A t-shirt.
With a cap.
I'm just going to do t-shirt cap.
I was on that pie and beans one. They said they didn't even get me one. They said they were going to get me one. They made me pose with his extra large one.
Hi. For people listening, Pie and Beans is another podcast.
It's another podcast that gets filmed here.
Oh, okay.
Ross and
Because Irish people listening to this will just think you're
Shout out
Glaswegian.
Pie and Beans
Aye,
podcast.
Pie and Beans podcast. Aye.
Shout out to the Irish community. They'll just be thinking that you're talking about
Sorry,
pie
I'm
and
forgetting
beans.
you've got a lot of Irish followers, of course. Do you want to hear my Irish
You-
impression?
No. Yeah, go on, because no one ever gets a good Irish.
Ireland, there's so many different accents. It's like Scotland. Like I think yous are very similar to us in the sense that you literally go like 5 minutes and it's a
Yeah.
different accent.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Like I've got a pal Ralph, he called there. Shout out to Ralph. Who
fucking
fucking
shout out
talks like
Kildare.
that? He's like, alright, Mark, my fucking guy.
That's pretty good actually.
It's that foghorn. I'm like, oh, fucking hell.
That's
Aye.
pass marks. That's pass
Is that
marks.
alright?
Can you do a Scottish accent?
Aye.
Aye. Sound like my granny.
You're funny.
Aye, that's decent. That's good. Keep it minimal.
I watched After Sun.
Yes.
Bit I don't know what I was expecting. When you were telling me about it, how did you describe it as being like a heavy, sad film?
I don't think I did.
I think that's how I took it up as.
Yeah.
To what you said about it.
What's After Sun?
It's Paul Mescal's,
Oh, the
who's
guy
from Kildare,
Yeah, from
who does an amazing.
what was that show they did, the massive one?
I can't remember the name.
The
I was
one-
trying to tell Darren the other day.
Did you enjoy the film?
Something
It
people.
was-
Something people it was called. The show the big show he was in.
I don't know.
Hey, leave it and drop it in the comments.
Okay. What's his name? It's every lassie loves it.
Oh, his name's Paul Mescal, but the show was not Beautiful People.
Aye, something
Was it?
people. No,
Weird.
we are the people.
know.
Oh, who cares anyway?
Normal people.
I knew it was
Beautiful.
beautiful people.
Aye, so did you enjoy it?
It was all right. It was all right.
Intense?
Because I was expecting big mad ending.
Yeah.
Nice. It was without sounding too like fucking
Something different.
like a prick. It was like the way it was done was good.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way it was shot and all that. It was different. It was nice.
I gave it a punt on my podcast as well. Straight White Whale, if anybody's wanting to.
Shout out Straight White Whale.
Well,
Shout out After Sun.
Yeah.
Shout out Paul Mescal. He'll be getting a message. He'll be getting a DM.
Yep.
Come on the show.
Amazing Scottish accent.
the Lewis Capaldi will be replaced with Paul Mescal.
Or I'll just add
I'll just add them on
Lewis
the
Capaldi with Paul Mescal. Every few months, just keep adding names to it. TikTok video time.
Yes.
Do you know about this?
You doing a TikTok?
So
Let him explain. And
Okay.
So I've done TikTok videos where on one episode I was like, right, I've got a new segment. I kept trying to come up with new segments, and this is the only one that's stuck. And so I've just kind of been making up stories that I think would go viral on TikTok. So the first one was about being vegan. No, the first one was about working in McDonald's, and I'd give vegan customers beef patties, and it was like a competition if they could tell the difference or not. And then the other one was, the next one was something, the next one was Starbucks. I'd do the same thing, but with milk. I'd give them normal milk instead of oat milk or almond milk. And then the last one was about Tesla. I was saying that Tesla and electric cars are a sham. So from the 3 videos, they've got nearly 4 million views. So it's worked, kind of. And or the last 2, the first one was the best, was like 3.1 million. And then the other 2 are 3 and 400,000. So it's along that genre of topics. So I'm going to go with your recommendation from the last time, which was about recycling.
yes.
So I'm going to say it's going to be about recycling is just a load of shit, basically.
Yeah.
And that's why I just burn my rubbish out the back. So I'm hoping to get like flat earthers, basically, is who you might get with this one, wouldn't it?
Flat earthers?
Yeah.
For saying that you don't recycle?
I mean, like they might believe that, there's no harm in burning your rubbish out the back.
You'll definitely get that type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go, It's my uncle. My uncle works in a recycling plant. He said recycling's a scam because of the amount of fumes caused by all the heavy machinery in these plants. And and only 18% of it actually gets recycled. The rest of it is either buried or burned. And that's why I burn all my stuff out the back.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the story. So I'm going to clip that and then put it on TikTok and see how it does.
Right.
So we're playing it like it's real. So try your best not to.
Okay.
It's like wrestling here, mate. You're part of it.
I just choke slammed you. You're like, it sounds like wrestling.
There's something so comical about somebody burying rubbish for some reason. I don't know why I find
That's
that funny.
what they do, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's basically a dump, isn't it? A dump is just, they just bury it.
Yeah. No, but like in your garden doing it. I just find it funny. Right, let's do it.
Right, so you're going to just read it?
I'm just going to be telling you like, let me do a quick...
Yeah, it's like sharing a story for the first time.
So one of my uncles works in a recycling plant, said recycling is a scam because of the amount of fumes caused by because of the fumes, and only 18% gets thing.
As if we're hearing the story. No.
Don't react because the camera will be on Killian.
Okay.
So just sit and enjoy and try not to laugh, even though it will be good.
But hopefully, Okay. So one of my uncles works in a recycling plant, and he was basically saying that the whole recycling thing is just a scam because the amount of fumes caused by the heavy machinery to actually recycle the stuff is causing more harm than good, and only 18% of the stuff is actually recycled. The rest of it is either buried or burnt. So that's why I just burn all my stuff out the back. I think that was okay, I think.
Oh, so Mark is staring at you like he wants to fucking eat you.
I almost busted laughing there.
I had to hide my face there, man.
That should work. The other
That was good.
It was that one, or else the other thing I was going to do was about the Super Bowl being sexist because it's called its trophy after a man.
What's the trophy called?
The Vince Lombardi trophy.
Do
I was
it.
going to say typical sexist NFL calling their trophy out after a
Do
game.
it. Fuck it.
I'll save it for the next one.
Okay.
Keep one in the barrel. So I don't know if my description yesterday of the podcast of what it's like, if it was a good description of it.
Well, it's just good. It's different.
It's
In a good way. It's different.
That's what we want.
Do you bury rubbish?
No.
Because ironically, if somebody was to show us a picture and say this guy buries rubbish, I'd be like, aye.
I remember we used to we used to burn our rubbish out the back.
Really?
Before
Even if it was
frowned,
plastic?
before it was frowned upon.
Burn plastic?
Before. Well, plastic, I don't know. I just remember we used to burn stuff. Documents.
Before all this law stuff
I
came
had
in.
that. I wouldn't say I'm an arsonist, right? But I always let's have a good way to start a sentence. But I used to love that, setting fires as a wedding.
And fires to what?
Just fires.
Where?
Do you know what I mean? There was a thrill about like setting wee fires.
A thrill?
Aye, did you never get a wee thrill out of fucking setting a wee fire? Maybe kind of you're trying to...
A dopamine hit?
Aye, it's like, I don't know, maybe you're trying to go back to your primitive roots.
What did it feel like when you set something on fire?
Power.
Aye. It wasn't like big things written. No.
Hopefully,
I'm not feeling any relation to my...
I mean, it sounds exactly what an arsonist would say.
No.
Yeah. Sounds like the
All
start
I'm
of a
saying
net.
is I can see why they did.
We could edit in me asking the question
Just a pure
So
jump cut.
how did you get into being an arsonist?
The start of a Netflix documentary.
I remember when I realised that was weird because I was like at a kids' playgroup thing. I must have been like 8 or something like 9. And then went around the room, around the circle, and you say, "Oh, my name's Mark, and I like this." And that came round to me, and I said, "My name's Mark, and I like lighting fires." And they're all like, "What?" And they spoke to my mum and dad. But aye, yeah.
So is that a habit that you've managed to break out of?
Doesn't mix well with stand-up comedy. It was one or the other. I'll see you stand-up or light fires.
I think you chose the safe option.
I'm going to get like blamed for like fucking arson attacks in the past.
Aye.
I work at the art school as well.
Aye, he does.
I work at the art school.
Doing what?
Classic School of Art. Oh, I'm just a glorified Janny. I look after the students' building, the accommodation building, so it doesn't go on fire. But it did go on fire last month, sorry.
Things aren't looking good for you right now. I hope they've caught the person.
No, I promise it was the dryers. The dryers, they just went on fire on their own.
Someone was seen leaving laughing.
Yeah. Caught burying rubbish in the garden.
Was seen leaving saying, "I just set a fire."
Did you get much material from there?
Nah, not for there.
No.
Get material for like I did bits about church and stuff like see those places and like meetings and stuff it's pure gold, isn't it?
Aye, family stuff and
That's where you get it off.
Where'd you get your inspiration from, guys?
trauma.
Trauma it is, to be honest. It's the more fucked up your life's been, the better your material is, isn't it?
Yeah. That's why he's got a full
Is
head
it like
of hair.
a competition of
Who's had the
who's
hardest
got
life?
the most fucked up life? Yeah.
In a way, I think.
Well,
A
some
lot of people
have
play on it.
aye, some people have fucked up lives but don't find the humour in it. But
I think everybody's had sadness in their life and it's how you deal with it.
And that's basically like what we say here. Don't get bitter, get better.
Exactly.
That's the saying of this show.
Cut that up for one of your TikTok videos. Hashtag motivation.
that's a good saying, though, isn't it? Get better. Get better.
It's the podcast saying. Wow. It's our mantra.
Motto.
Yeah. Mantra
as well, eh?
Yeah. It says mantra.
You mix motto and mantra.
Yeah.
Monto. Shout out to Luke Kelly. Monto, the song.
Who's that?
Great song. Luke Kelly from the Dubliners.
Oh, right, okay.
Top boy.
See what you were saying about Netflix. I don't think it's a controversial thought. It's not. See the whole Nicola Bully, was that her name?
Yes.
Bully, yeah. See the way all that was reported in the papers and stuff. So like, was it 2 weeks?
Yes. Roughly, yeah.
And like every day the papers would come out with something new about it and everyone else was jumping on it and coming up with their own theories on what happened and stuff. I think from Netflix, I think one of the reasons for that is from Netflix, the success true crime documentaries have from Netflix, that the press and stuff are like, people like this, make it into like a...
Wait, is that a documentary already? About that lassie? Right.
No.
Well, that's quick, fuck's sake. This week. It happened last week. Sorry.
I was only fucking few days ago wrapped up.
No, I wouldn't be surprised with fucking Netflix.
No, that's what
So
he's
what are
saying.
you saying that...
That's what he said.
No, I'm saying because of Netflix. Well, not Netflix, because of the success of true crime documentaries
Right, that's why she got
on
abducted.
Netflix. It's
No.
the way...
Right, sorry. Say it again. So that because of the success of crime documentaries,
So see the way the papers and the media have reported it over the last 2 weeks, where like every day they're saying, people are saying, oh, the way her husband is talking, he looks guilty, he's like this. And then something else the next day about her past and stuff. And most of it was probably nonsense, gossip stuff. And I'm saying maybe the reason the media and the papers were doing that is because they saw the success of true crime documentaries on Netflix, that everyone was like, it was a thing everyone would talk about watching it.
I love a true crime documentary, man.
But I agree with you.
Potentially, yeah. It's a bit, I got into a bit like the whole...
People are obsessed with true crime. They've took that, I don't know the word that I'm looking for, but they've applied it to reality and they've turned it into their own thing.
Yeah.
I always loved true crime stuff. Even I used to watch Crime Watch all the time. With my mom, she's obsessed with it. Like my mom, see if you got my mom Sky Planet, I'm not joking. Every show she watches like Murderer Next Door, My Evil Husband. It's just like all this like.
So was she engrossed in that?
But I've heard somebody told me psychologically the reason we love this shit is because it makes us feel safe about our own lives. It's comforting in a way. Like why the news only feeds us bad news. Don't know if that's true, but it seems plausible. I
think that's the last time I'll try and do something serious.
It was a disaster.
Especially with somebody that's got fucking ADHD.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking arson.
I was kidding on, by the way. I don't know if you've got
that. So what crime documentaries do you like? Was there one that really stood out to you on Netflix that you fucking thought, wow, that's...
I stopped watching them because it's all they release now.
Don't Fuck With Cats was probably my favourite. That was a good one. Did you see that?
I did, but I tried to not watch. I'm the same as Colleen. I don't watch it.
I think it was either edited or produced or directed by an Irish guy.
Was it?
Don't Fuck With Cats.
Or there was the other one I watched about that lassie in Cork, the French woman. Remember that one? No, what was her name? Naomi or something. A woman in a wee remote place just past Cork got murdered like in the middle of the night, and they were suspected the guy lived in the village, and they did a whole documentary, and he was in the documentary and he was the prime suspect, but he just refuses to admit that it was him. Anyway.
Rings a bell.
Okay. That was a tangent.
I thought you were going to say the guy...
let's get back to the football now.
Aye. Or the guy that wrote Don't Fuck With Cats was an actual cat.
Tying it all back into the cats.
Yeah. The guy in the hospital.
In comedy, isn't it, Dan? A callback.
I think that's... Well, how long is that, Paul? 15.
Now we're ending on Don't Fuck With Cats.
I don't think I've anything else to...
That's all right.
Not really.
Tell us about some of the stories in the dressing room, eh? Let's have some stories,
Shout out Cy Ferry and shout out Open Goal.
Aye. About Curve and Carol.
I was telling them that I'm rubbish at football stories on those kind of shows. I just can't.
Aye, it's always
I'm a bad storyteller anyway, so that's...
who had the biggest dick in the showers and all that?
Who did have the biggest dick?
I mean, I've been
in
to a lot of teams, a lot of dressing rooms.
Yeah.
I've been in a lot of showers, shared a lot of showers. The best one is
the best dick.
The best is see, when I was in Israel. So years ago, medically, for medical reasons, when I was like 24, 25, I got circumcised. And so when I was in Israel, like a few years ago, I think, did one of them ask me? Or maybe I've brought it up wanting to make this joke. They were asking me about it. And I said to them, yeah, fucking a guy who was, when I was in Cyprus, who I played with before I went to Israel, He was Israeli. So I was telling them, before I came here, you know, Amir Agayev, I spoke to him and asked him, like, what's it, any tips for me, or like, what do I need to do to like get into the culture and stuff? And he was like, oh, you should probably get circumcised. So I've told him I got circumcised because Amir told me I should do it to like feel more welcoming to you and stuff. And I'm like, no, what? No, guys. No. And I just started laughing. I was like, nah.
So did he find it funny?
Yeah. No, once I told him, they're like, fucking yeah, crazy.
We learn something every day. Huh?
No, don't play in Israel. Know what I mean?
Shout out. Oh, I'm joking.
Who was it he played for? Was it Maccabi Haifa? That's the only team I know. Is that an Israeli team?
Maccabi Haifa, yeah.
No.
Well, I didn't play for them.
No.
They were one of the top teams. I played for Hapoel Kiryat Shimona, tucked up right in northern Israel, right beside the Golan Heights, in between Lebanon and Syria.
What was your favourite country to live in? Like, and play in the same?
Cyprus.
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard good things about Cyprus.
Cyprus because football went well and it's just a nice place to live.
Is it just the weather class 24/7 every day?
Yeah. But if you're there and you're not playing good, then they're like, you're not here on a holiday. So if you're going to the beach and stuff and just like relaxing, if you're at a pool or something and they see you, and because it's a small place, everyone, and I was playing for the two big teams there, so everyone would know you.
So you kind of relax.
So if you're out when you're not playing good or the team's not doing good, they're like, hey, you're not here on a holiday. That was the thing. Anytime a player came over,
keep you up. He's a random object. Well, Wayne.
This is my training.
Anyway, sorry.
That's all right. I'll try and wrap it up. Second time round. No, definitely I don't have any more. Definitely don't have anything more. Right. Well done, everyone. If you've stayed with us for the full episode.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mark, for coming in twice.
No problem. Thank you. That's been great.
Coming in twice, yeah. Enjoyed it. Hope you did too.
That was amazing. Meeting my footballing hero.
We'll get you a hat. Get a hat sent out. Sheriff show with Lewis Capaldi hat.
Please.
Darren, see you next time.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.